When you think about human progress, when you think about why we have the standard of livings that we do relative to 50 years ago, 200 years ago, 1,000 years ago, it's mostly because of technological innovations. You can develop new technologies. Implementing them in a way that's practical is the key.
In my mind, the role of business in general is to improve the quality of human life.
And that is what business is all about. That's what entrepreneurship is all about. How can we create something of value that improves the standard of living, changes the way the world works?
But as organizations change, then all of the questions change. If you think 50, 60, 70 years ago, organizations had a particular kind of structure. You move forward to get to where we are today, and that organization doesn't seem to exist anymore.
The impact that the school has is it educates future business leaders. So what we do in the classroom, what we do with our students will eventually impact what type of philosophy those leaders will have, the way they will treat their stakeholders, and more broadly how the society will function.
The value of what we do at the Jones School is that we don't just focus on teaching someone to be a leader. We focus on teaching someone to continuously learn as they move through a variety of different leadership roles.
The most important thing for us to provide for the students are the mental constructs, and those can be very flexible, but they're a foundation which they will use to interact with the world for the rest of their lives.
It's not just, did you get your foot in the door, do you have a good network, but rather, did you learn enough that you can perform, that you can do something that's going to make a difference?
Rice is, as a whole university, just an absolute top-tier, Tier 1 research university that's got respect around the world. The Shepherd School of Music is right across the courtyard. The Baker School of Public Policy is right across the fountain. We're only about 100 yards away from the Physics and Chemistry building where there's Nobel laureates at work. The environment here is so conducive to doing really good research.
From the business side, which is where Rice really shines, is they take that passion for driving innovation and science and engineering, and they look at ways at how those technologies are being commercialized and taken to market and taken to the people of the world.
The success rate in terms of founding of new businesses coming out of the Rice Business Mind competition is the envy of venture capitalists. If they could get half that percentage, they'd be happy.
Going to an MBA program in a big city is a big bonus. Being in Houston in particular is really advantageous because the Houston economy is just booming. It's one of the fastest growing economies in the United States.
The opportunities that the city affords are just fantastic.
Being across the street from the medical center, being at the heart of the energy capital of the world.
I think it's the second largest concentration of Fortune 500 headquarters in the country outside New York.
Houston does not find boundaries with opportunity, and I think that culture of Houston feeds to our students.
Most of the people in my class are already executives in their organization, so they bring at least a decade of experience, and more of our class discussions aren't just theoretical. They're saying, this is what I've tried. 10 years ago, this corporation did it this way. And it forces you to think about situations in a different light, to learn kind of the leadership and management skills that were not taught in medical school.
This is such a wealth of creativity that surrounds us here at Rice. Sometimes you see heads of state or senior level executives from Fortune 500 companies wandering the halls, and this is my school.
You have that brand recognition, the name and the power and academics of the school, but at the same time I can walk down the halls and know the staff by name. They know me by name, they know what's going on in my life.
I think one of the things that defines the culture of the Jones School is the interaction between students and faculty.
For any resource, for any question that I might have as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, there's always somebody there willing to lend an ear or a resource.
We have family partios every other Saturday. So there's beer, wine, pizza, friendship, camaraderie. You get to talk to your professors.
It's one of the things I like best about the Jones School, is that it really actually does deliver a nice, tight-knit, comfortable, intimate experience.